Jonesy's Corner Market by Rosalyn Delores Elder. Present-day Boston, Massachusetts. Jonesy's Corner Market sells a collected assortment of fresh produce, grocery items, pharmacy goods, as well as books, posters, and music CDs. Offstage, God gave Noah the rainbow sign, no more water, the fire next time. Calvin pauses to read out loud a large sign on the glass front door.
Please be considerate of others and wear a face mask and gloves at all times. Well, in shopping in the store, thank you for your business.
Hello, may I help? Oh, Calvin, it's you. So, Calvin, how are you doing today? Is everybody at home okay? Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Hey, Miss Jonesy, everybody's still here, doing the same old, same old. Thanks for asking. Man, where'd you get those overalls? They're a bomb. But the matching face masks, don't you think that's a bit over over the top?
Listen, Calvin, on the serious side, out of the consideration of all our customers, we're asking everyone who comes in to wear a face mask and disposable gloves while they're shopping. We have some right here that we can provide free of charge if you don't have any.
She glances down at two boxes on the counter, one filled with surgical masks and one filled with gloves.
Thanks, but no thanks, Miss Jonesy. I don't plan to muzzle myself, ever.
Calvin, what's your problem? We're not asking you to do anything special. You know just as well as anyone, it's mandatory now to wear face masks. What with that last spike in test results? Why can't you just cooperate?
What's in it for me?
Excuse me? Did I hear you right? What's in it for me? Why, you selfish little twerp. Don't you know people are dying out there?
Hey, Miss Jonesy, chill. Why don't you? I mean, you do know, no disrespect, but why should I follow these rules? Rules that have just been in place to protect some rich white people.
Calvin.
I mean, yeah, I said it, and I'll say it again. What's in it for me? Anyways, aren't you tired of people putting your nose in your business, telling you how to run your shop?
Look, Calvin, I've known you and your family for a long time. So why are you giving me such a hard time? We're dying at a higher rate than anyone. So this is not about some rich white people. Anyway, the city is issuing fines if customers walk around our stores with no mask. Those fines are $200 for each violation. And if you get 5 or more violations in 1 week, they'll threaten to shut you down.
Well, maybe you should use some of those neighborhood meetings y'all always have to make some changes. And don't believe everything you hear. All that stuff about as many of us dying is just another way for the government to scare you into submission.
Oh, Calvin, baby, you have your whole life ahead of you, and you have so much to offer to the world. Don't you want to live? You know, this COVID thing isn't something to play with.
Live? Oh, you mean like Terrell lived? Only to be shot dead right after he turned 21 when those cops busted into his apartment, guns blazing, looking for drugs that weren't even there. Or you mean like Aisha, who had just finished blowing out the candles at her Sweet 16 party when those thugs sprayed up the park with bullets to mark their territory? Oh, I know. You mean live like my 18-year-old cousin Bobby. It used to make me so mad when his family looked down on us after they moved into that uppity town into the North Shore. I would give anything to have them look down on us now instead of the emptiness that we have now. What was Bobby holding again? A pack of chewing gum. A pack of chewing gum, Miss Jonesy. And they gave that vigilante the right to shoot Bobby because he felt threatened?
Calvin, the world is changing, and everyone is not like that. Oh, Calvin, sweetie, I know it still hurts, but...
So you tell me, Miss Jonesy, which life should I save myself for? The one behind door number 1, behind door number 2, or door number 3? It doesn't matter which one of those doors I choose. I could pick any one of them and throw on the dice, and the outcome will be the same. Hell, you know it. Those dice are loaded.
Calvin, I know you're still hurting from their loss. I'm still hurting. Their families are still hurting. Heck, our whole community is still grieving. All you kids hung out in my store all the time, like it was your personal clubhouse. And now so many of you are gone. Nobody ever gave us instructions on how to deal with this type of pain. And it comes over and over and over again. Each one of those deaths left a hole in our community that can never be filled.
That's what I'm saying, Miss Jonesy, and I'm mad. I'm really mad. It's just not right how they do us.
Calvin, what am I going to do with you? We've lost so much, so many things. We can't afford to lose you too. You know when you lose someone, you don't stop to think, but you just feel the pain, the memories, the future together that will never be, and it's hard. It's so hard. Back in 2009, something called the swine flu pandemic happened, and my whole world was turned upside down.
Miss Jonesy, what happened?
Larry and I had been married for less than 3 years. We were so happy, still in our newlywed bliss. And then he suddenly got sick. We heard about the swine flu, but I wasn't worried. 2 young, healthy adults. I was more worried about mommy and daddy. Well, Larry suddenly developed symptoms of a bad cold. You know, fever, cough, headaches, chills, the whole 9 yards. Even after nursing him for days, it wouldn't go away. It just got worse and worse. And then one morning, he started thrashing around in the bed, grabbing his throat. He couldn't breathe. I called an ambulance and they rushed him to the hospital. But by then, it was too late. His respiratory system was in a free fall. Even the mechanical ventilator didn't help. In 3 short days, the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with was gone. Just like that.
Miss Jonesy, I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
That's why you need to be more careful. That swine flu and the COVID pandemic are one and the same. It will attack your body without you even knowing. And by then, it's too late.
I hear you, but still, you know this is not right. It's just not right how they treat us. Look at all around you. It seems like they're just using this thing as an excuse to get rougher with us, and something needs to be done. Maybe Bobby Seale, Huey Newton, and Eldridge Cleaver had it right. We need to burn this shit down, you know? Burn, baby, burn. And when they come for us, we'll be ready.
Whoa, Calvin, have you been listening? First of all, you need to go back and read your history. Bobby, Huey, Eldridge weren't about burning down our communities, but about defending them, building them up, and making them better. They organized free daycare centers, free health clinics, schools, soup kitchens, you name it. Whatever the community needed to make it a better place. And don't you dare forget the sisters, Kathleen, Elaine, and Angela. Anyway, that slogan, burn, baby, burn, was just a slick phrase coined by a DJ in LA to sell more records. So don't you even think about laying that lie at the Panthers' feet. Second of all, how can you burn anything down if you're dead? Last I checked, dead people can't do shit. So if you want to make some changes in this world, Calvin, you need to be alive. You need to live. You have to live.
Calvin goes over to the counter and picks up a mask, inspects it, and carefully puts it on. He then picks up a pair of gloves and puts them on. Calvin then balls his fist right into the air, forcefully raises into and Black Panther salute. Miss Jonesy nods her head in agreement. The end.